Hi there, I'm Cherie with the Mobile Internet Resource Center, and it's July and it's time to update you on some of the major changes in the industry that have already happened in just the first half of this year. The biggest one is, of course, in cellular data, and that's all the carriers now have unlimited data plans, but of course with limits, and we've come to calling it unlimited whenever we refer to these data plans. And it's crazy that all these plans came out in February and still there's a lot of misinformation coming out about these plans, particularly from the carrier's own representatives. And it continues to surprise us that even in our own groups and comments that we field is people are still getting caught off guard by these limitations. The major ones are, of course, network management, which means you may be slowed down after a certain amount of usage, and mobile hotspot restrictions. Now, to us mobile travelers who are trying to have a home internet replacement, that mobile hotspot restriction is critical for us and how those are handled. Now, in particular, with Verizon's new unlimited data plans, all of their devices have a 10 gigabyte per device high-speed mobile hotspot limit. After you use that 10 gigabytes of data, your speeds will slow down to 3G speeds, and they're defining that as 600 kilobits per second. Now that's fast enough to get some minor surfing in, maybe some very low-res video streaming, email, and some basics like that. Even gaming, people are finding it's not a problem, but if you're trying to get work done or do large files or anything more high def online, it's going to be a problem. So if you're going after one of those Verizon unlimited data plans, be aware of that. I'm going to go through our top picks for each carrier for the data plans mid-year right now as it stands. On Verizon, if you really need truly unlimited, go for one of what we're now calling a GUDP. That G stands for grandfathered. Back in 2011, Verizon did offer truly unlimited data plans that did not have network management or any throttling on mobile hotspot use. They can still be found either by rentals or by assuming liability of an existing line. There are lots of risks with these. Verizon is actively trying to shut these plans down, but they still continue to exist, and many of us still are using them, particularly if we keep our lines in contract. So make sure your line's in contract, or else if you cross whatever threshold Verizon is using today, and you're out of contract, you could get a termination letter. And some of those rental and lease vendors, we're still seeing them being actively shut down for violations of terms of service. On AT&T, their plans also had that 10 gigabyte mobile hotspot cap on their new unlimited plans, but only on smartphones and tablets. When you're using a mobile hotspot device like the Unite Explore or a connected car device like the Mobley, those limitations do not exist. You only are subject to network management. That means you can use those devices as much as you need. You just might be slowed down during times of congestion. The Mobley, in particular, can still be activated on a connected car, standalone, unlimited plan for $20 per month. However, the original promotion when that came out said that would be expiring or ending in July 17th, and that date is quickly approaching. We have not heard any updates if that promotion has been extended or what will happen after that. We're assuming that you will get to keep that $20 per month plan if you have it, but we have not seen any updates on this. So if you want in on that deal, make sure you have that activated by July 17th for the safest bet. We do see on AT&T's own website, if you go to the connected devices department, that Mobley device is frequently in stock. You just need to keep checking. That is the best option because you can order that $20 per month plan right there. For T-Mobile, their best bet right now is if you go with their One Plus international plan. That plan does include unlimited mobile hotspot, high-speed 4G use with no restrictions, although their mobile hotspot may be deprioritized over all other traffic, but it should still be at least half the speed of whatever the highest capacity is. But that is the best deal direct from T-Mobile right now. And for Sprint, there's two options that I'm going to mention. One is they are running if you port in an eligible line, you can get 1 year of free unlimited service, and that is subject to their 10 gigabyte mobile hotspot cap. But if you want Sprint in your arsenal, that's a great way to go for free for a year. And you can also go pursue some of these non-profit plans like Calyx, PCs for People, or 4G Community. for like $10 to $14 a month, you can get an unlimited hotspot plan with Sprint by going one of those options. So that's an update on the current best options for unlimited cellular data for mobile travelers.
So other news for a mid-year 2017 update is satellite is back as a viable option for mobile internet for mobile travelers in the United States again, thanks to the HughesNet Gen 5 satellite launching and going into service. Now, this is a big step up from the prior HughesNet generations that did not have true nationwide coverage if you mobilize them. So Gen 5 works nationwide, but the catch is you cannot get this directly from Hughes. You have to go through one of the very few resellers who are set up to mobilize and enable these dishes, these tripod systems, to be taken on the road. But at long last, it is possible, and we are hearing several reports from RVers who are getting even faster than advertised speeds. We're seeing people report 50 megabits per second down, 3 megabits per second up, in places where they can't even get the slightest hint of cellular, thanks to satellite being an option again. Of course, there are all the still existing downsides of satellite with latency and complexity and setup time. So do your homework, make sure it is an appropriate solution for you, because it is definitely not for everybody. Mid-year 2017 updates is there have been a lot of new product announcements and refreshes and advances in technology. In particular, just at the end of last year, PepWave and Wi-Fi Ranger rolled out new versions of most of their gear supporting 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, and for PepWave cellular gear and Cradlepoint cellular gear, they've now actually integrated in LTE-A modems, or LTE Advanced cellular modems. And what LTE Advanced does is it actually lets a cellular device connect to multiple channels at once, so it can double speeds and is a little bit better at avoiding weak signals and such. So major technology advances. Some of these products still haven't come to the market though yet. One of the ones we're most interested in is the PepWave Max BR1, which has been delayed repeatedly, but should be shipping any day now, so keep your eye out for that. We've been tracking all these products in our Gear Center on the mobileinternetinfo.com, so you can see what's the latest there, and we've got reviews of quite a few of them that we've published over the last several months.
All right, and the last thing we want to bring you up to date on is the book. This is what started it all for us, is the Mobile Internet Handbook. The last edition came out in early 2016, and we did a lot to rewrite it to be more evergreen, more focused on the theory, and less on the technology that changes so often. We are now starting to rewrite it for the next edition, which we'll just call the 5th edition. So we are now considering the 2016 to be kind of an end-of-life mode. So it is currently on sale for $5 for the PDF versions and $15 for the print if you still want to pick it up. But if you don't need the information for a couple of months, I do advise that you go ahead and wait until this fall. We're hoping to have it out sometime this fall this year, and we'll have the rewritten edition updated with the latest and greatest. It may actually be a little bit slimmer, because so much of our content now is online on both mobileinternetinfo.com and this YouTube channel. So we're focusing more on the content that changes and being able to update it in real time versus this old book technology stuff. But be looking for the new Mobile Internet Handbook coming out sometime this fall.